How's it going? So today I'm going to start building a case for holding my graded cards. I'm going to start with, it's going to be a prototype and building this. I'm an amateur woodworker, and I have a saw and I have some wood, and I'm going to use these as my prototypes so I know what size to build them. I'm going to focus on PSA right now. I'm working on collections of PSA for Jeter and Bonds and one other. And so I'm working for 10, PSA 1 through 10 is my goal. And so I'm actually getting pretty close on several of them. And so I need somewhere to put them up. So I got some felt from Hobby Lobby. I got some wood from the local hardware store. I think I get this wood from, this is just popular. I got it from like Menards or Home Depot or something. And it's actually scrap, it's left over. You can see it's actually got some damage. But I don't need the whole piece. I need like this much of it. I need the back part. The front part can go away. And so I'm going to build a box that can hold 10 cards, 2 rows of 5, and then see how it looks. And then that'll be my prototype for going forward for other boxes. So as I make decisions, I'll go ahead and document it so that we can enjoy this journey together. Thanks a lot. Hey, Larry's baseball cards out. Okay, so I have my sides, my tops and bottoms and sides cut. You have 45-degree angles. It's bigger than I need. I'm going to figure out how much. I'm going to put a slot in here for my backer board, which is going to have this felt attached to it. So I'm going to cut a slot big enough to hold the backer board with the felt attached. And so I'm going to do that on all of them using the table saw. So I use that saw to, the radial arm to cut the 45s. I use the table saw to cut the slot at the same place on all of them. And then I will, I still need to cut a piece that goes in the middle because it's 2 rows. So I'm hoping I can use one of these when I trim it for the middle piece. So we'll see. I get more wood, so I got some more wood, so I'm okay there. And all right, so that's where I'm at right now. Okay, I'm making some great progress. So this is going to be my center shelf. I went and added a groove. That's the thickness of the card. Thickness of the card. And so over here, here's the actual frame. And I got on the bottom one a groove that's actually thickness of the card. Now this one's deeper. It may actually be a little thicker. So maybe I'll make the other one so it slides in there easy. I'll fix the other one as well. And the middle line is going to go here, of course. I'm going to put black felt here. It's not perfectly square. Well, it's square, but my miter saw apparently is not perfectly square. So that's interesting. So that's a prototype. I think what I'll probably do is put wood filler there. And then sand it so it's nice and smooth. And then paint it black. That's what I think. We'll see, I got to think about that because if I put the felt in, then I don't want to sand it with the felt. So I probably want to paint it before I put the felt in, which means I got to take this out. I don't know, we'll see. I'm not, maybe I'll have to rethink how I put this in because maybe I have a slot that this slides in so that, so that I don't have the problem of getting the felt all sandy or painty. I don't get paint or sand on the felt. Yeah, so those things I'm thinking about. I know it's not perfect, but like I said, it's a prototype, so I think it'd be kind of cool. Just the same. It's just scrap wood, so we'll see how it goes. That's all I got for now. All right, so now I went ahead and built the frame, put the frame together. It's all tacked together. I'm still, I think I'm going to use spray contact cement, spray that in there to attach the black felt. I measured halfway down from here to here. Marked it halfway down here to here. I marked my middle piece. I don't know what I didn't get it cut off. So I got a mark there. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. And then I'll line those up. Those marks. And then I'll know the middle is centered. Like that, see? But I'm going to have to put the felt in first because otherwise it won't work. And this side, there's a little bit of mark left. So I'll line that mark up. And then it'll be signed. Then I'll apply a little bit of glue, put a nail, brad nail, brad nailer, just to show you. I just use little short ones, and I can't even see them. They're so small. Here, right here you can see some brad nails. So yeah, it's not perfect, but it's my first one. It was an experiment, and I learned a lot from this, and so when I build my next one, I'll do it different. So one of the things I do different is right now, the grooves I put in here for this backer board is not thick enough to hold the felt as well. Here's my felt. So because it's not thick enough, so ideally I would have made this backer board and felt all as one unit, and I would have slid them in together as one unit, and they would fit in there. But because my slots weren't deep enough or thick enough, I can't fit that in. So I'm gonna have to put the felt down first, or here. I'll attach it, then I'll attach this board, and although I think I'm gonna paint it. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and, because I can paint it now and it won't hurt anything. But so I'll put some wood filler here. Sand it a little bit. Yeah, so you can see my corners aren't great. So I don't know what's up with my miter saw. I use 40. I put it on 45, but I don't think they're 45. I don't think it's cutting 45s exactly. Another way to do this is just use blunt ends, and then instead of 45s, I could use something like this to give myself nice sharp 90-degree corners. That's how I do my cabinets. So you can see, it looks pretty gross, but it's going to be in my bedroom. No one's going to see it but me. But I'll get to see my cards, so that'll be kind of cool. And just looking at it, once I put the wood filler here and sand it, and then paint the whole thing black, unless you look hard, you're not going to see this stuff. So, but I mean, a good woodworker is going to see it and tear it apart. So I'm definitely not going to pass any type of 4-H club for this. No awards. But it's fun, and you can see, so there's my, see I get my little groove so I can put my cards in there, my sample cards. So I'll have one like that. I think I have another one like that. See that? And then, so I think that's pretty cool, especially once I put the black. If it's all black, I think that'll look kind of nice. So that's where I'm at. I'm gonna get some paint, and we'll go from there. All right, so did some wood filler on the corners. I'm gonna sand those. And then I bought some spray adhesive and some semi-gloss paint. I'm going to sand it, then I'll paint it, and then I'm gonna tape the inside edge of this. I'm gonna trim the felt so it's exactly the right size. Then I'll spray adhesive, with the tape to protect the surface, and then I'll apply the felt. Then I'll attach this. I have to make sure that I don't paint there, the end there, and I'll have to I'll put some tape here so I don't paint there as well, so that the glue sticks. So I'll glue and I'll tack it with my nailer. And so that's my next steps. Okay, I thought I'd show you what it looks like when I sand it. So this is the sanded corners. I've also put some tape there so that it doesn't paint there. I even did the back so that so it looks somewhat professional. All right, I'm gonna paint now. Okay, so it's painted. I have it raised off this. I put a piece of cardboard, but then underneath it is some wood, so that it's not actually touching the cardboard. So it's suspended in air. As you, I don't know if you can tell, my little tabs I have so I can peel those off so I have a glue area. So now I'm gonna let that dry. So this is the finished product. This is where I'm going to put my 10 card collection. Here's my 87 Topps Bonds set. So I just need 3 cards, a 10, a 2, and a 1 to have, the run. I don't have any half grades, but I have the full grades. So I'm working on 1, 2, and 10 now. Oh, so there you go. That's my case That's my case. That's one without a cover. Without the sun on it, I think it's fine. Although I probably need to figure out how to put a cover on it. And so you can see, the corners don't actually look horrible. They look pretty good actually, especially once you paint it. If you put wood filler and then you paint it, looks good. I'm going to work on it for my next one. I think I'm going to stay with 45 degree angles, except for I'm going to fine tune my saw, my miter saw, so that I actually have nice corners, 45 degree corners, and then these, it'll make it easier to build. So that's what I got. Thanks.